fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it. Dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose and the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with power plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant shots on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Thinking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. We about to go big. We about to go big.
Just cash.
About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pigs.
Hello. Hello-y. We're at 13 likes already. Woo.
Oh man, you guys are amazing. We hadn't even started yet.
Haven't even started yet. And Damien says, glad I didn't take Gabby under. Good looking out, homies. Yeah, Gabby went off, huh?
Yep. 3 games in a row against the Suns now. She popped off for the real scoring and, had herself a real good game. So it was a lot of stuff that we talked about came through. I know, unfortunately, stinker with Cloud yesterday, but that's why we only had one play for the day. It felt like a very weird slate, and never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that New York was losing by 30 at one point to the Dallas team, but brought it back within 6 points, man. That's pretty insane. I mean, they held them to like a 20-7 or 27-7 fourth quarter. So it's just a weird night, and especially all the starters for New York ended up playing full starter minutes too. I think JJ was the only one to actually go over her scoring prop, but just a weird game. And then, hey, that's why we had the rules. Our road teams, money lines, no-nos.
Silly, Billy, silly. At least Paige came through, and Big Two's here. Oh, I didn't mean my bad, Big Two. I hit the wrong button. I hit the boo button for you. Hey, let me bring it back. Big Two's here. Okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
Trentavious Robinson says, let's cook up. Cloud sold so hard yesterday, I was hurt. Ghost Rider says, yeah, Cloud. I don't know, man. That was a weird one, right? Weird.
Yeah, it's super weird, especially since we got the minutes. And I mean, honestly, we weren't even looking that bad in the first half. I mean, she had 4 points, so we were still alive for something. But, I think she had, one field goal attempt, in the second half. So we just got cheesed out by another second half narrative. It's, it is what it is this season. Those have been happening a lot lately, especially in the month of July. But hopefully we won't get that again. And that's just, I think, honestly, one of those weird situations with the back-to-back just kind of mucked it all up. So something to keep an eye out for. Tina, my goodness, that was the best read ever. Knew she wasn't going to do shit, and thankfully we didn't play any pregame plays from her. She got us with a live bet, but that's okay. We're making rules, and we're going to get it dialed in. So it happens.
Yeah,
but
dude.
Before we
what?
get too far along.
Yes.
Yeah, before we get too far along, you guys do us a huge favor. Make sure and hit that like button down below. Help us grow our family and channel here and fight the algorithms. Hopefully get up in the top spot for the search meter. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that button, turn the notifications on so you don't miss out whenever we do go live. And the most important of all, did you end up putting the Discord link in the description or no?
No, but I'm going to do it right now. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. Well, at least we got the links down below for our WhopP. It'll take you to our Discord homepage as well. 7-day free trial still going on, so check it out. Hop in the Discord, win some money, and say what's up.
Yes, sir. That is what's up, man. And 3 times is here too. He says, "What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Best bet today, please, sir." He wants your best bet. And Ben Negro has his best bet. He says Asia 4 assists, his plus money bet today. But we can get into those later after we get into yours. Big E, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that the Asia call, I don't mind. She hit that in both of the games against him so far this season. And, I mean, one other player, from the Vegas, the only 2 players, honestly, I would even consider playing would be Asia and Jackie. But I do like some Jackie today. Her historic matchup has been pretty phenomenal, and the 2 games they played so far this season, she easily cleared her PA line. And then Angel Reese right behind that. I know she is coming back from a back injury, so it's nothing like a major injury. She just had back soreness, so plenty of rest for her. Phenomenal matchup. I mean, we know Washington is just, religious at this point, target any kind of high volume scoring inside the paint. They've been giving it up over the last month, but same situation for her. She rocked this and her PR line. I will say the assist could be a little bit more sketchy, just depending on how, foul trouble for Cardoso. We also need to keep an eye out for injury news for Chicago too, because I said it jokingly, man, and I wish I would have just, thrown full into the ringer. But last time when they had 8 available players, I said I was going to play any single person that we got props for. And I know Cardoso, she ended up hooking her points somehow, went scoreless in the second half, but their guard situation right now is a bit messy. They did let go of Mariah Jefferson, and even though they signed Usun, she's not available to play today, and we know that Haley Van Lith sat out this last game, so they could be in a potential situation to only have, really 3 guards today available. So expecting big minutes from Banham, big minutes from Nurse, and they really don't have many people to kind of sub in and out for that. The next closest guard situational thing they could play would be Michaela, but she is also a game time decision. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Westbeld, Allen, Reese, all the bigs will play their usual stuff, but there could be some value in the guard position. But Washington has been elite against shutting down guards, so I'm not sure if I'm completely sold on them. I would say, dare I say, if we got Kia Nurse props, I would strongly consider unders for her. Rachel Banham, I probably wouldn't touch that. She's at 10.5 points on some sites, but Kia Nurse would be an interesting one today.
I like it. Matt says he likes Asia PRA in general. And C-Dot says, "Hi, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the Discord. We getting money over here," in all caps and exclamation points and things. Appreciate you, C-Dot. And what up, Matt?
Yeah, man. I totally get it for Asia. I wouldn't fault you for playing her, but she's not been the same player this season, man. I'm not seeing any of the same confidence of shooting last couple games. Just a disappearing act in the second half more so. And I know it was some blowout situations, but even still when the game was close, outside of the first half, it's just really hard to trust her. I get it. Historically, I think it looks pretty solid PRA scoring. I will say also her RA upside more so. Very interesting. 12.5 is kind of high for current season metrics, but historic matchups been pretty solid. I get the assist playmaking upside, and we saw 6 and 5 in the first 2 games this season. It's still probably going to be there, but it's kind of weird this last game though, where they played Kirsten Bell in the starting 5. Interested to see how that's going to play out. And also Asia this last game did not have Kia Stokes to back her up, so she played extended minutes in the garbage time. Going to be a little bit different situation today, so curious to see how that plays out. And we also got Cameron Brink making her season debut after being gone for a year and some change, so that'll be fun.
Yay, Cameron! Play those 10 minutes, girl. Give us that under. Yeah. 3 times says Canada over assists. Vibe says Rikia Fantasy. 3 times says, that's because of he says Bam is messing up Asia. And Vibe says Jackie Young also went crazy on the Sparks last game. Fantasy looks good even with the bump. Vibes, what's happening? And Canada over assists looks decent. I'm scared Atlanta's going to whoop their ass like you were thinking. And Atlanta's still a good money line play, I think, too.
Yeah, no, all those plays I think are totally warranted today. Jackie, same situation with Asia. The Sparks give up a ton of steals and turnovers. So I think the blocks and steals for both of the players is totally warranted. Jackie had 2 and 3 in both games. The fantasy line, I think, had a slightly less hit rating than her PA, which is the only reason that, I wasn't completely sold on it. But even with the bump, I mean, it's not that bad, realistically. 29. Oh, there's a big difference on two sites, actually. So Underdog's got her at 29.05. Let me double check, make sure that didn't bump real fast. Yeah, 29.05. That's probably the best line. I mean, that one's definitely going to be your best bet of the two. But the PA rating, I mean, it's been really solid for her this season, specifically the 19.5. So shout out to DK if you have books today. 62% is pretty solid, but yeah, I mean, she just did a lot of damage in scoring. And even though the assist was a little lackluster, I mean, that was just mostly from the obvious scoring that picked up there. So Jackie, anything, I'm totally on board with that today. I mean, I would say realistically, her and Asia's the only ones playing secure minutes, sprinkling Gray a little bit there, but the starting unit, though, not having Jewel Lloyd in there has been pretty interesting because that's going to free up some open looks from threes. So Kirsten Bell did step into that, but I still like Jackie, man. I still like her quite a bit. Even though she missed the assist in the 2 games so far this season, I mean, she's been a monster over the last 20 games now. She's actually averaging almost 5 assists a game, so nice little upside there for this matchup. Sparks are allowing the most field goal made per game, field goal attempts, so should be a lot of stuff here. And the pace, outrageous. It was 172.5 total yesterday. Let me see, did that move up any? 175 total. So wow. That's actually wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so people are on Jackie today. I see you like Jackie today. I like that. I have not been able to trust Jackie, but I'm going to roll with you. And I'm going to roll with everybody's feeling today on Jackie. Let's see if Jackie can come on back. Because I used to have a solid feel about her, and she fucked me up a few times, but I'm going to give her another chance today. So we'll see how that works. Keenan Grant, what's happening, dude? He says Angel Reese under rebounds. Cardoso makes her go under. Fahrenheit 451 says, what up, like, comment, share, sub. Appreciate you, bro. And he says, I'm on Cardoso, Kiki plus 8 rebounds, Griner plus 12 points. Took AB plus 8 rebounds and DD for tomorrow. Who's AB?
Leah Boston.
Leah Boston, 8 rebounds and double for tomorrow. Okay. So we got a few questions in there for you. AOD's here. He says, what's up, E-Money, underrated beats, let's go. Hey, yo, what's up, bro? Van Negro Jones says, if they made a Pretty Woman 2 sequel, which current player gets the role? I say Sonia Citron. Hey, Sonia Citron. Okay. Pretty Woman 2. Okay. Van Negro Jones. Okay. I'm assuming you are a Washington fan. Haha. I already knew. But he likes Sonia Citron. That's cool. Okay, so you got a few questions. You got a few plays. You got all kinds of things to deal with here. There's a bunch of people in here today. We already got 27 likes, E. What?
Hey, nice. Hell yeah.
LeBron Glazer says, Azare FTP and Reese under PRA. And I know you want to get in some, but there's so many questions. I'm throwing them out there. You can just go right through them as fast as you want.
You got to let me answer some of them.
No, but here's the problem, bro. Everyone wants their answers. They want theirs. Okay, I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, so let's circle back to a couple plays. I mean, same thing, or talking about this Atlanta team here. I do agree. I think this game could get fairly ugly for Golden State. The scoring, or the lackluster scoring we saw last game, was kind of concerning, but they still were pretty solid defending the paint, so maybe there's something to be said about that. But yeah, the Canada assist I think is totally fine. The only thing that's kind of obnoxious about this game is both of these teams are like one of the slowest, or both bottom 3 pace in the league. So, we could see a bit of a flat performance there. But yeah, I think Canada's totally fine here. I mean, played well in the first matchup. Golden State's been pretty notorious about the drive-in kickouts, giving up a lot of threes. We know they give up the most amount of threes in the league right now. So it makes sense. I mean, Canada traditionally not their three-point shooter. She'll take a couple, but that's more so like Alicia Gray and Naz Hillman. But let's see, what do we have for that one? And we'll talk about Alicia Gray here in just a minute, because honestly, I mean, this line's just a fair bit, I think, too low for her. 64% so far this season. Played pretty well against them in the first game. And then now with not having Ryan Howard, we've seen over the last couple games that shot volume continues to stay up. And I would say probably the most secure person for minutes on this team, by far. She's just playing an outrageous amount of minutes this season. 35 on average is pretty wild, but 37 the last 2 games in a row, 35.9 the game before that. So she's just literally out there the entirety of the game, damn near all but 5 minutes. So a bit of a low line for her. She is, again, their primary 3-point shooter from the starting lineup, which Golden State is giving up a bunch here. So I like her. I think the PRA is totally warranted. Canada, same thing. PA assist upside for her looks pretty solid today.
Yeah, I like Canada's assist.
Let's see. We had a couple other...
Her points are kind of scary, though, to be honest. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, well, she's been getting it done a lot in the second half. She'll score somewhere between the 4 to 6 range in the first half and then steps it up a little bit more in the second half. But she's also getting bailed out from a lot of late free throw attempts. So something to consider. I will say her second half scoring has been kind of spicy. We know Gray kind of disappears in the second half, and same thing can be said for Brianna Jones lately. Yeah,
it's just, man, if this is a blowout, that's going to be tough to get her second half stuff going. So... But yes.
All right, some more questions real fast, and then we're going to hop back into plays. Reese under rebounds, I think that's totally fine. Not the best matchup on paper against Washington. We'll have a couple of vicinity rebounds. Shakira Austin doesn't have a mid-range or really 3-point shot, so seeing a lot of high volume from her. And Washington just in general isn't shooting a lot of threes. You're kind of bottom barrel for that. But I think that's totally warranted. And then you also have, double upside potential for if the game's a blowout, she'll sit early. Reese, that is, she'll sit early. And then Liz Williams also a pain in the ass for rebounds too. So there's just enough there. But do keep in mind they are short on bodies. They may only have 8 to 9 players tonight. Let's see. Oh, Kiki. Yeah, man. We've been pretty well on board for Kiki. 7.5 rebounds. Personally, I think that's the only prop to play for her, but it has been somewhat obnoxious the last couple of games to see both Emily and Steph Dolson playing a little bit more minutes than one would like to see off the bench. So where we thought we would kind of wheel more minutes looking closer to 30 with Kiki, that hasn't really been the case. Somehow we were actually losing minutes. So we got super lucky this last game. She had 4 rebounds in the first quarter, but that is definitely getting a little sweaty there towards the end.
Yeah, her minutes definitely make it scary.
Griner, I think is fine. I do think it's still somewhat of a more difficult matchup. I'm kind of predicting they may end up throwing a lot more doubles inside the paint today from Golden State because they don't really have anybody that can hang with Griner. If Billings ends up being out, they're really not going to have anybody at all. So Billings out, he ends up being out. I think that's totally fine. Her points, PRA, something like that is doable. And then Aaliyah Boston, this would be an interesting game for her. So Phoenix, they've really shored up their points inside the paint matchup over the last month. I think they've actually been allowing the least. Golden State allowing the least, and then Phoenix allowing the second least. Boston did pretty well against them so far this year, but the Phoenix has also changed their lineup. They've been really, really stout with Natasha Mack in the starting lineup now, who's been a phenomenal rebounder. But moving AT to the 4 as well has kind of opened up some more looks for this team. So I would try it a little bit light there. Not completely sold on Boston. Dude, for real, her 14.5 points was kind of a strong consideration to take the under on. But the double-double, I can see that. The rebounding upside should be there. The rebounding upside should definitely be there. Phoenix, we know, gives up the most. All right, let's see. Azra, I would be careful with today, taking any kind of overs. Brink is her direct backup, so unknown minutes there, unknown rotations. Chelsea Gray, 14.5. Yeah, man, she was 13.5 earlier, and I think she bumped up a couple places. Her 8.5 points, if you can still find it, I thought was very solid. It was like an insane 70% hit rating or something like that. The assist upside's kind of fluky from game to game, but maybe having Kirsten Bell in the starting 5 helps that up a little bit. All right, Young Plum assist combo, 9.5. Yeah, I think that one's fine as well. Losing out a little bit of production to Julie Almond, but we've also seen that kind of siphon off from Hamby as well, which is a player we'll talk about here in a minute. But I'll just kind of flash you the last couple of games here. Her assist and playmaking has gone down a little bit. So something to be said about that, where the trade-off has been more scoring, more shot volume. All right. Let's talk about some more plays here real fast. Just kind of moving on. Again, if you guys got any questions, put them down in the comments down below. We'll get to them. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button for us. We appreciate you guys all one and the same. Okay. So let's talk about Big Reese. We got news that Ariel Atkins was going to be out. And again, even though with her coming back from, I'm going to air quote injury here because it was really just a back strain. She should be fine here, barring just any kind of insane blowout. She should play her pretty typical minutes, but gotta love this matchup. Washington, again, as we mentioned, allowing the most points, now tied with Connecticut, but still allowing top points inside the paint. And she cooked them first 2 games they played this season. She went for 22 and for 17 points, and that was with Ariel Atkins. So remove that, add that shot volume in here. It's looked really, really good over the last 10 games now. And even though Cardoso is back, I think that she's going to have her hands full a lot more with Shakira Austin down on the block. And that's going to leave Angel going up against Kiki. And I'm completely fine with that. Well, Kiki / will get Emily or Dolson. And I'm definitely fine with that. So give me the minutes. Her lines have really been, I'll say, all over the place. So she actually went to 14.5 points on several sites earlier today. And then most of them adjusted her back down, but still 13.5 I think is totally fine. I mean, she's been averaging 17.5 points over the last 10 games now. Give me the minutes, give me the spot. I still also like the PRA, I will say. 29.5, very appropriate, very appropriate.
8 out of 9, she's gone over that 13.5, man. That's pretty good. Can't be mad about that. 13.5 is not very high for those minutes, like you said. Good matchup. I like it. I never usually like Reese points, but today it looks good.
Yeah, and I mean, missing against Minnesota, I totally get that. It was a blowout, and they technically are the best interior paint defense alongside, Phoenix. So the fact that was a miss, and against Atlanta, I get that too. Bree Jones and Griner could be a pain to score on. So, but I like the shot volume, man. We've looked at some healthy volume here, and I think that the matchup in particular, again with the guards for Chicago, very tough. So somebody's gonna have to pick it up, and I like Reese to do that. So come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Hey, and don't hit the bottom of the rim and get your own rebounds because we need points today. We need a few buckets. Oh, Reese, she's been balling lately.
Buckets.
Got to give it to her. And like you said, Atkins out, that helps too.
Yeah,
like it.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's talk about De'Erica Hamby, who's been honestly the little engine that could this season. I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to play out today, and now we getting the news that Brink was going to be available, I think it actually makes this play even better. So we already know that Almond is, kind of a very mid-level scorer to begin with, but if we're going to be taking Azrae Stevens out of the rotation a little bit more here, that's going to free up a lot more opportunity for her because she should play floor minutes while Brink's out there. And then we'll get some overlap as well for Plum. Oh, excuse me. Voice changing. Plum and Hamby both, I do expect to pick up more the bulk of scoring, and obviously Rickea Jackson as well. I know Rickea had an insane one game that she played so far this season, and I'm honestly not that mad at the taco. 10.5 points on Prizepicks should be pretty solid. But the shot volume from Hamby's been pretty insane. Plum's been a bit all over the place, but Hamby, we talked about it at great length for these last couple games here, albeit we're pretty favorable matchups. I mean, this is still a pretty good matchup here, one that I'm not afraid of at all. So the history between her and her former team has been pretty solid. And these two teams play a hell of a pace. I mean, again, with the 175 total is pretty outrageous. But I like Hamby here, man. And again, with Julie being in the mix between the team, and I think also having Azrae miss out on a couple minutes today should really, really boost us up here.
Kale Rogers says Hamby RA.
Man, I'm worried about the assists. I'm not going to lie. I know that the historic matchup looks pretty solid. Let me find it here real fast. Historic matchup looks really good. but I'm worried. Anytime we just get kind of a personnel change and kind of muck it up, over the last 5 games, I would have been sold, or before the last, 5 or 6 games here, I probably would have been sold on it. But these games down the stretch here are kind of scary because some of these were really, really good matchups. Like I am shocked that she did not get there in the New York matchup, especially scoring 101 points. And that's also something I wanted to mention too. Just the amount of points they've been scoring lately is just, on a whole nother level. We had 101 points back-to-back games, 93, 99, 92, and consistently over 80 points this season. But they've been putting up almost 90 points like over the last 10 games in a row, which is pretty insane for WNBA level. But her scoring has kind of played a huge factor into that. So I don't know about that, and hey, maybe even losing out on Azare in the rotation, that could help her rebounding upside. But I do get the feeling that Brink will probably just hang around the glass a lot more. So I'm not really sure how to feel about that. But if you're going to take anything for her, maybe the PRA is somewhere in the realm. I'll play the 27.5. I don't think I can touch the 28 or 28.5, but most of the damage is coming from the points. So maybe if anything, the PA wouldn't be a bad look for her. You still will the upside for the matchup, but still get that raw scoring that she offers.
That's what Vibe says. He says Hamby PA. He likes that. PA best value. PA few extra. Look at her assists head to head. Yeah, you talked about that. Big 2 says Moneyline spread totals. What am I nuking, Big E? What am I nuking? He says.
Nuking. Well, we're gonna maybe drop the bomb on Atlanta today. I know we felt pretty confident about that yesterday. Some of these are kind of tricky though. Like I would say Washington maybe is a little bit closer to a coin flip just because the star players have such a prime spot today on both sides. I knew the odds were going to move, man. We got to what, 350 yesterday?
Yeah, but look at that, 420. That's good luck. Got to take that.
Yeah. I like that one. I'd probably still take Washington at home if I'm being honest, but a lot of these games are pretty close. You got Phoenix traveling out to Indiana tomorrow, and then New York heading to Minnesota. But not sure if I want to dance with that. Minnesota, disappointed me last time losing to Atlanta. I
think Atlanta's the one, bro. Out of all the ones, Atlanta, you already got it highlighted. You brought it up yesterday. It just makes so much sense. Now, how many times have we made plays this year that made so much sense?
Yeah. Hey.
But we got to do it, man. We got to trust the process. It's going to come around. They're at home. They should not lose this game, and that's decent odds for that feeling too. I think it could be around minus 650, 700 even. I don't see Golden State winning. But anyways, you're putting Reese up there, or you dropped her back off, I see. Keel Rogers says Sonia Citron Fantasy looks good. Whenever you want to get to that as well. I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss that.
Yeah, well, I was trying to see if we had something easy just, to pair up with the money line right now, but I'll leave to each their own for that. Yeah. So for Washington, they're going to be a ton of block and steal upside. Ideally, it would be a great spot for either Sykes or Citron. The also ability to slash to the basket should be pretty good for them. Sonia, I like a little bit better if I had to pick, just more secure minutes and at least time on the floor hasn't really wavered. Sykes has been a shell of herself. I can't trust her, honestly, until I see at least 3 consecutive games of doing something, because another player, free second half under, just absolutely nothing.
Big 2 says Canada field goal attempts. Oh, man, I can't do it, Big 2. Canada might not shoot today if they're whooping some ass. She usually balls in close games. Just saying.
Yeah, man. I get it with Ryan Howard being out, but she was very much held in check the last time they played. Yes, I know Howard was there. I get it. But her inability to shoot threes, I think, is somewhat concerning, and probably a good chance either Burton or Hayes is going to cover her. So, I don't know about that, man. I just don't think, like Underrated said, there's a real chance that she might not even have to shoot the ball. They get a good 15 points here. She's just passing that thing.
Remember that one game she had like 5 or 6 threes in the first half, and they bumped her to 9.5 second half points? Boy, oh boy, was that a nice under. I think she had like 4 points the second half. She just doesn't shoot. She's cloudish. It's like she can go, she can shoot, she can assist, but she chills when they don't need her. And they definitely don't need her today. They shouldn't. First half plays, though, he says, too. What do you think about any first half plays? Damn, we got 60 people in here and 35 likes. You guys are dope as fuck. And we got a bunch of questions still. You're going to have to be working overtime.
Sure. Well, I think we honestly talked about pretty much everything here. The only thing I guess we didn't talk about at length, and we'll just kind of wrap it up with this, is just Shakira Austin, since we were talking about Washington anyways. Monique Billings, still game time decision. But Shakira Austin, so she went for 40 plus fantasy in both of the games that they played so far this season. There should be an immense amount of block and steal upside for her. We know both Reese and Cardoso can't shoot threes, so there should be a lot in that vicinity. The rebounding, same thing with Edwards not playing. I mean, same thing for her. 7.5 rebounds, I think, is also totally fine. But biggest thing for her is her minutes haven't wavered and have actually gone up, where we thought maybe Kiki would kind of take that spot. So seeing her anytime she plays 25 or more minutes has been phenomenal this season. And even though she came up a little bit shy the last two games, not an easy matchup. We had Seattle and Phoenix, again, being quite difficult inside the paint matchups. But I like her today. Honestly, I think she's totally fine and historically looks really good. I don't know what outlier. This kind of threw me off earlier, too, because I was tripping out while I was actually looking at her game logs. But they have her at this. She definitely scored like 42 fantasy. So these are not correct for whatever reason.
Okay. YSN, I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. I'm just going to say YSN Res 24 says, wait, Stevens not starting? Stevens is starting, right? Hamby's just, I'm not Hamby.
Yeah.
What's her name? Brink's just coming off the bench.
Okay. Yeah, there's I doubt. I honestly doubt that Brink may even start at all this season. If I'm being totally transparent, she might just kind of play this position until next season. But yeah, Azare should definitely be starting tonight. I would be insanely taken back if Brink started. And if Brink starts, oh my God, fire up all the Hamby, Jackson, Plum, give me all that, because that's another do nothing body that does not shoot the ball. Let's see. We're talking about some first half stuff though. So speaking of Jackson, her 9.5 first half PRA, very low. I'm kind of surprised they still have it at that. Cardoso, same thing for her, just a ghost in the second half. Can't trust her. Griner, way too low. She's been crushing this line. And I think that's honestly about all I'd mess with. I gotta say, Bree Jones, man, if there was a chance for her to have a bounce back game, today would definitely be it. She absolutely rocked them the first time they played, or the first two times they played. But the minutes, man, I don't know what's up with her. These minutes have just been trending down for the last month.
Griner's getting all the love. K. Rogers says Asia Fantasy. Can't trust Asia though, huh?
Well, they added another stock to her because she was up to 4 blocks plus steals. So, I mean, it's getting appropriate. It's definitely getting on up there. We just need the minutes from her, man. It looked really good last game, but again, Stokes was out for that. So, not sure. I don't mind it, though. I mean, her and Jackie today, I don't think you can go wrong.
Okay. That game looks like a gold mine. Hopefully it comes through like it looks on paper. 3 times says, do you think Alicia Gray over 27.5 PRA is still good? You do, right? You like Gray today?
Well, she bumped up twice now. She's at 26.5.
27.5, he says. Would you touch that? Or just pass down?
Maybe pivot to the fantasy there, because that one's pretty close to being on par with that. It's a decent steal upside for her today, but we're kind of, again, we're pushing it, man. We're hoping this game is going to go the distance, because she could lose out on some fourth quarter run.
Right.
Personally, I'm not getting too much exposure to this game, like, at all. This is my least desirable anything.
Yeah, we got to be careful, guys. It's been tough with blowouts and injuries and just the season in general. It's scary. Burton points plus assists. Speaking of scary, Burton, sometimes she wants to score, sometimes she doesn't. Yeah, she's shaking his head, folks. He says pass,
Bro,
so
I
we
can't
got
do
to
it.
we got to pass. It makes sense in a way, but we gotta pass more than anything at this point in the season. It's been so inconsistent. Brink won't play more than 10-15 minutes. Sparks' pace has been fast with a 5-game winning streak. I don't think they're going to want to rock the boat. I agree. Edwin Logan says Brink won't play more than 10-15 minutes. I totally agree. And that's why we're on her under today. Jackie Young Fantasy Vibe says, yeah, people are on Jackie Young today. Citron rebounds. David Watlington says Citron rebounds. That's interesting. Why would you go Citron rebounds? She hasn't even been playing the minutes like she has before, right? Also, she was playing like 35 minutes. Now she's down around low 30s. Don't know.
Yeah.
I hate taking guard rebounds. What do you think?
She's been losing out production to Jade Melbourne, which is something that we really talked about at length at the beginning of the season. Because anytime that Jade is playing really well, and yes, I will say also with because they had a back-to-back in here, didn't they? Yeah, they had a back-to-back the last 2 games, but they played a lot down this little stretch here. So I get why coach is kind of spreading out the minutes, but they've played a lot of games. I mean, this is again 3rd game in 4 days, so keep that in mind. Concerning for that. Any other time in the season right before this, I would have been like, hell yeah, she's playing all the minutes, she's doing all the stuff, but that's kind of come back down a little bit. But this is a great matchup for her, so I get it. He
says also Gray's been good even though she didn't cover last game. Alicia Gray, I'm assuming. Chelsea Gray over 9.5 points. I know you were on her 8.5 points last night, and I was like, I don't know. But it makes sense. It's just you're betting on Chelsea Gray to score. Have fun.
Yeah. Well, there's a huge difference from the 8. Yeah, the 8.5 and the 9.5 is a massive difference. So, 58% here for the 9.5, but 77% for the 8.5. This initially took my my eye more so than anything, but I think now with the bumps, I'd probably pivot to the PA upside because we did see her flash some really good assists and playmaking last game, and we had 8 assists. Granted, it was Dallas matchup, but this typically should be a pretty good spot for assist and playmaking. But she's kind of losing out a lot of production to Jackie too, so that's been a pain in the ass. But if you want to play it, I get it. I think it's totally fine. Let's see, what's her first half points? 5. Wow, that's hella low. I would probably lean to that, actually. That's low.
She scores more in the first half, huh?
Typically, yep.
And when
but she put up 12 and 14 on them in the first half of the season. So, hey, if you want to take the full game prop, I think it's totally warranted. Both her and Jackie just absolutely lit them up in this matchup. So, I get it.
Do you like that Jewel Lloyd's coming off the bench, or does that not change anything for you when it comes to Gray's points?
Well, I know you and I briefly touched on that the other day, just inquiring to see if there was going to be any kind of difference, because I thought it would also help her out, but apparently not so much. Maybe that was a first performance from Kirsten Bell that, could have been a flash in the pan and not a normal thing, but she did exactly what Jewel did as a starter, so I don't know, man. Coaches really liked her. She's one of the players who I'm like, I don't know how the hell she's even on this team. She's just been riding the bench and not playing any minutes, but Becky Hammond absolutely loves her, so real good shot she'll get a long leash again and go out and just play as many minutes and do her thing. A little bit of an unknown there, so it's hard to say. But Jewel, however, had a massive usage increase and not competing with anybody off the bench. We know Stokes isn't going to do anything. Dana Evans probably about the only other person, and so that not really competing with anybody else there.
Dare you put money on Jewel over? Dare you, E?
Dare me?
I'll
do it.
I think she's gonna get there, to be honest. It's kind of a silly play though, because if she doesn't, you look like a moron. But I think she probably will. Kevin T, what's up, bro? He says best Asia pick for tonight, and then he says better Reese over 3.5 free throws or 13.5 points.
Probably the points, man. I mean, it's just an appropriate line for her. It's an appropriate line given Atkins still being out, whereas her free throws have just been the same the last couple games, or like honestly for the last like month now.
Okay. Big Icy says valid thanks. That looks nice too. He's talking about the Chelsea Gray, I believe. No problem, sir. David says, was thinking, wow, the bigs are battling, has 8 last couple. I don't know what that means. Appreciate you, fellas. Do you know what that means? Oh, he said, my bad. I meant Alicia Gray's rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Gray is totally fine for the rebound upside today. The Golden State, again, shooting the most threes in the league right now, so there should be a lot of long ball opportunity and probably see a reduction for both of the bigs today. Brianna Jones, actually, in particular, might not rebound at all today. So maybe that's the reason why her props still haven't really been adjusted, because if she's not getting that run and they go with Naz Hillman in the smaller closing lineup like that again, unless she's having just an insane scoring game, coach might cut her minutes again here.
Can we go under, or is she too low? Do we want to wait and see? Maybe second half under type thing?
I mean, 6.5 is a normal line for her. She's pretty much been right around this for a majority of the season. So I wouldn't fault you on this, honestly. I mean, if she doesn't play 28 plus minutes, I mean, that's really been a struggle for her.
What about PR? PR 16.5. 17. What? 18.5?
I don't know if I want to mess with her scoring downside today. I know it's been a mess over the last couple games, but this is such an egregious discount for her.
Oh yeah,
let's see. I'm just out of curiosity what some of these rebounders have looked like lately for the center position. Oh, hold up. We might be cooking here. Hold up.
Okay, under.
Okay. So we had Boston missed. Ezzy missed in one of the 2 games they played so far this season. Tina Charles missed. Asia got there. Griner missed. Giroux missed. So it looks like anybody with suspect minutes is potentially losing out on a lot of production here. But man, that's interesting. I know she did have 8 rebounds, but that was also in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was when Griner was injured.
She's not notorious for being a rebounder.
He's thinking, folks. I see his mind thinking he's about to put a unit on this. Under 6.5 rebounds.
That's really tempting him. Specifically, the center position.
I can see it in the chat right now. Third quarter. Yeah, the time I take her under 6.5, and now she has 20 minutes already in the third quarter. Fuck this coach.
I mean, hey, sometimes it'd be like that, but
yeah,
I was just trying to see.
It makes sense.
Trying to see real fast how Asia got there. So Asia, ironically, she had her. Oh, of course, it's a season high. She had a season high offensive rebounding rating with 5, but ended up with 16 rebounds. But I mean, you take that away, she only had 11 rebounds. Like, that's a pretty normal line for her during the stretch of the season. And she played 33 minutes. It's just some minutes, bro. If she don't play these minutes, this would be a walk in the park prop right here.
I mean, the cool thing is, too, hopefully if Atlanta blows them out, she won't get those minutes regardless. So we have a few things on our side, at least, to think about. Nothing's a lock now, but I mean, it feels decent.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this was something that we were able to hook up last year whenever Phoenix was taking the most threes in the league. And, I mean, we were just every game taking the under rebounds. But this is a interesting spot. If it wasn't for...
Sorry, I was going to say, can we write it on the list? Can we write it on the list? Let's see if anyone else thinks it's good. What do you guys think? Let us know if you guys think that's good. I don't know. I think it's nice, but, man... These pregame bets have been getting us when we see something nice. Well, what now?
Here we go. Defensive rebound unders. This got to be the one. Because she can get us with the offensive rebounds, because that's what I'm slightly worried about. But I think defensive rebounds specifically.
Ooh, where are you at? Prizepicks?
Yeah, Prizepicks.
They don't have that anywhere else. Why the heck would they even leave that for us? That's one of those ones they would grab and take away unless they have some inside info. Griner's been scratched 5 minutes before the game. Oh, fuck, man. My $1,000 I put on Brianna Jones under rebounds, defensive rebounds. Fuck.
That would be some shit.
I mean, hey, I'm just throwing out all the things that can happen. But there's a lot of things that can happen for us, too, in that play. True indeed. Okay. We'll think about that one, I guess. We'll see what you say at the end. Demetrius Carter says Ace has been... Oh, he's still looking. He's still looking. Never mind. You still on it?
Maybe. Hey, I mean, bro, I'm thoroughly interested in this, because this was a proven recipe that we had last year. Just these high volume 3-point shooters.
Don't make me go ahead and write it on top of the list right now, E. When you switch over, it'll be there. Don't make me do it.
Do we take straight rebounds or the defensive rebounds? That's the only thing I'm 50-50 about.
I'm not sure. Is there a way we can split that up and take half and half? Because I believe the 6.5 is not paying out that great, is it? Or is it 6.5 on Prizepicks too? Oh no, that's not bad on Prizepicks, on DraftKings. 6.5 on Prizepicks. Okay. I always love when unders look good. They always look good, and when they look good, they usually hit more. So I like that too.
Might have to do it. Hold on. Let me see, just out of curiosity, how many minutes Griner played that game. I can't remember. Because maybe that's a reason why she also... Yeah. Griner was in foul trouble. She only played 18 minutes.
There you go. Don't fuck us, Griner.
Do we get the minutes? But I mean, hey, also, again, like you said, if we wheel that blowout upside, then I mean, she's for sure gonna sit.
That's what I'm saying. There's a few factors on our side that kind of makes us have to take it. We don't got to put $1 million on it if you're a little worried about anything, but it's worth a play for sure.
You add it?
Yeah. Fuck it. You should. I think you should. Ace has been struggling and they need a shake-up. Jackie Young, 14.5 points for sure? Question mark. Demetrius says, for sure? Ace has been struggling. Yeah. They need a shake-up. Jackie Young, 14.5 for sure. Okay, you're on Jackie today. I'm liking it. We're going to give Jackie another shot. Kevin says Reese had 6 to 7 free throws versus Washington last game. I know you know about free throws a decent amount. Why do you think Reese had free throws last game and you like her points more this game? I personally rebounds are kind of random, more random than her scoring 13.5 points. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tomato, honestly. I mean, if she's scoring 7 points just from free throws, I mean, that's half of her full game prop anyways. So, she's not the most efficient free throw shooter, but just this particular matchup is just so obscenely good for points in the paint. So, I mean, that is also credited to free throws, I will say. But traditionally, Washington, over the last month, they've been allowing the third least amount of free throws. So I would have a little bit of pause targeting that specifically. Whereas, again, with the points inside the paint, it's the second best. What was I looking at? We were talking about something right before that. All right, Bree Jones is on the list. Fuck it, we're gonna ride.
Yay! Let's go, Big Bree. Do nothing.
Oh, Jackie. Yeah, he was asking about the 14.5 points. Yeah, I like that. She should score 15 today.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Reese in her hometown. Yes, sir. Probably why she got up for the last 2 games, too. I like Reese today. Just give me the minutes, and please keep it close, Chicago. Please.
Oh, that's a big, tall tale task for them. Austin, 1.5 blocks. You like Austin's blocks. I know you like her fantasy. You must like her blocks.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. I really, really wish we got her blocks plus steals. even if it was at 2.5, I would probably still play it. But yeah, I think it's fine. It's likely more of a shortcut for the fantasy as well, but I don't want to pass up on all that extra could be.
Okay, cool. C-Dot's here. What's up, bro? He says, if we are worried about the blowout in Atlanta, shouldn't we be worried about Alicia Gray? Question mark.
Yes. And that was why she's more at the bottom of the list here, because we even had her as a maybe play earlier, but it's still just such a low line for her. In the event that it is close, we know that she's for sure going to be out there and playing all the minutes she can handle. And even in some of the blowout games too, she's still, she's like a Gabby Williams. I mean, coach just leaves her out there for an unreal amount of time. So I'm not too worried about necessarily her specifically, whereas Bree Jones, Griner, both of them, they've been very subject for minutes this season. So, yeah, I mean, even in the game that they won by 40, she still played 26 minutes, and that was the lowest that she's ever played, in like the last 2 months. But everything else has been 29 minutes or better. So unless they lose by 40, which would be very unfortunate, she should go out and play, at least 30 minutes for us.
Okay. And there we are. 38 likes today, guys. Not bad.
Yeah, you guys are the real ones, man. We appreciate it. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we got, because you guys hit the likes, we got 54 people in here watching, which is pretty good for us, and we appreciate you guys. Hit the sub, too, if you haven't done that yet. Jump in the Discord. We're going to do some live betting. Big Two, we know Big Two's going to be there live betting with us, E. We're about to make some money today live betting. I can feel it. With the new rules, we're going to hit some unders. Join us for the live betting in the Discord. Shit's going to be dope. Ghost Rider says Brianna Jones rebounds is just a minutes play? ? So basically he's saying if she gets 25, 30 minutes, are we going to lose?
I mean, there's a possibility that she could do it, but traditionally this would be a more difficult spot for her. I mean, Golden State, they're allowing the 4th least rebounds per game, which makes sense. And specifically her positional versus this game script. If we think that Golden State is already going to be playing from behind, that's going to only increase the amount of 3 points that they take per game. But they already lead the league in that to begin with. So maybe that plays into, they're probably the underdogs of most of every game anyways. But if we're getting all this transition, back and forth stuff where they're just chucking threes and run up and down the court, we've already seen that's proven in the last 4 or 5 games now that the coach does not want to leave Brianna Jones out there. And having Naz Hillman out there also, she's a very phenomenal rebounder for the team. Huge pain in the ass for the rest of them. But I think there's just a lot of things leading in this direction that don't look good on paper for her. And even though she got there the first game, that was because Griner didn't play any minutes. So I think things will be a lot different this time.
Ben Negro Jones says, my Mystics own Chicago, but Reese owns us. Go Mystics. I pray everyone hits their Reese props, but Mystics get the win. Ben Negro Jones, you are a good fellow, sir. He wants his team to win, but he still wants us to hit as well and everyone else make money together. That's the whole point. I love it. Fuck the bookies. Let's keep it going. We're getting some dubs today, E.
We are. I'm feeling a good day. And we also got a taco. I know you posted something for this in the Discord earlier, so shout out to links down below in the Discord if you guys didn't get that earlier. We could probably throw a little something here, a little bankroll builder. How about some Hambo 24.5? Can't be mad at that. And then dope. Go with the alt points here. Or are you done with alts? Are we done with this?
I'm done with alts, but if you have that, personally, I think if you have the taco and it's making a lot of sense, then I don't hate the alts. But I mean, I try not to. If you have a normal play, it'd be better. But if you really feeling those, then hey, either way, makes some sense when you got tacos.
Yeah. If you wanted to do that, so since I bumped Jackie's fantasy, I'd probably stick with the PRA. She's at 23.5 on DK, I believe, 24.5 on some sites for the under. So 24 flat, I don't mind that for her as one. And then the other one, let's see, do they move Hamby back down or not? Nope,
hey, that Bree 6.5 isn't bad. Ayo says, I love alts. Alts are my mistress. AP says, my tacos are $5, man. So are mine, AP. Join the club. It fucking sucks, bro. Hey, I just got limited on my 4th Underdog account. I'm still feeling the effects in my brain from it yesterday. I can't get over it. 4 accounts, all fucking limited now. So fucking whack. Yeah, that's how they are, man. You start winning and they tell you can't win anymore. We don't like you. So here we are. But that's okay. We can help you guys win.
Are they bumping Reese down? I see her PRA just went down. Her points disappeared. Let's see. Maybe. Well, keep an eye out for her points. Maybe they just adjusted it back. But if the points aren't at 13.5, I'd go with the PRA here. I think that's totally fine. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. They won't give it back. Yeah, so either one of them, I mean, these 2 games should be the more likely competitive ones. Jackie, love her today. Reese, love her today. So you do with either one of those on Prizepicks, or I believe your play was still available. So if you guys hop in the Discord, check it out, you'll get that access as well.
LeBron Glazer says, Young 3-point attempts. Do you like Young's 3-point attempts, or you just want to roll their PRA?
Just a PRA, man. I mean, I definitely gave some pretty strong consideration to the attempts also, but we've seen the last couple games where she just kind of tapers off on a little bit of that, and her mid-range action usually leads to a couple free throws a game, if not several. So personally, I'm not completely sold on it, because even with with Lloyd moving to the bench, you would expect her to, or somebody to pick up some kind of usage. But same thing, man. Yes, it was a blowout. I get it. But even still, just take the points. She just does way too much mixed bag to kind of, really settle on one thing.
Okay, there you have it. We are through the comments. We did it. We have done it. Good job.
Sweet. What are her threes attempted? I'm just curious. 4.5. See, riddle me this. How does her 3-point attempts go up, but they bump her field goal attempts down? She's been at like 13.5 for a minute. I don't get it.
Whenever I don't get something, I try to get scared of it. Those are those things we need to keep track. Every time you don't get it, keep track of what happens. We can make some sense of it. Christian Riley says, how do you feel about Salon's props? I know we were on her last game. She didn't do what we wanted. Are we off her now?
Yeah, I'd probably stay away from her, honestly, because if a couple things here. One, Billings could play, and that would totally muck it up because Billings is definitely going to start. But if Billings is out, that would also leave them really, really shorthanded, and there's a real good chance that she's actually going to have to go out and cover Grinder. Either that or Meher, but she hasn't really been playing many minutes, so likely it'll probably be Salon having to guard BG, and I'm not sure how that's going to go.
Oh, BG. Oh my gosh. I actually have a little bit of money on BG doing well today, which I've had a lot of money on BG doing shit this season, but I'm switching it up today. Kevin T says, any Plum Revenge game props? One question.
Hold on real fast before we move away from this. So circling back to Letitia, I forgot that, or Rupier, sorry. She actually saw a pretty substantial spike in her minutes over the last 2 games. So I do worry about this. This is a big unknown for the team that we really don't know what it's going to look like, because she's pretty efficient scoring. I mean, she's a Eurobasket, I believe, champion or finalist, something like that. But she's normally a pretty solid player. But 15 and 22 minutes, that's a little concerning because somebody's going to get the short end of the stick. And I know Salon, did she even close last game? Yeah, 25 minutes. It was a blowout, so I get that too. But there's still some sketchiness here between that. But keep an eye out for news. If Billings is out, I wouldn't fault you for that.
Okay. But I think your mind's in the right spot there. Just being skeptical and leery of all this stuff, man. If the minutes aren't super secure, it's really hard to put money on those overs. Kevin says Plum Revenge game props.
Oh yeah.
Revenge game props.
Bro, she played so bad the first 2 games of the season. I will say for her, I mean, her 17.5 points were pretty low earlier. I probably lean to the PRA as being her most favorable thing. Was 26.5 earlier. Let me see if it changed. Yeah, 26.5. This one's probably going to be our best bet here. Her RA a little bit all over the place. I can't really depend on the rebounding, but it's looked a lot better. And oh, they have it at 2.5. Okay, I figured that was probably a goblin. So nice. They got that baked into the price today. This year was pretty bad in the first 2 games. You know, maybe it was just some rust or some jitters playing at Vegas, but they are back at home, so hopefully that calms down a little bit. It would be an ideal spot just for sheer volume and stuff. But I do worry a little bit. But I like the PRA. And again, if there's any snowball's chance in hell that Cameron Brink starts today, yes, I will have some exposure to Kelsey Plum for sure.
Snowball's chance in hell? Van Negro Jones says, I was about to mention Rue Pair because I'm taking her for value in DFS. There you go.
Oh, yes, sir. And hey, shout out to Izzy Harris. She still had a reasonable game yesterday. You know, could have been better for New York, but still not bad. Yeah, Rue Pair, though, that is a steal. She's probably min price right now or something close to it.
You guys are talking DFS. That's very good because in California, that's all we do is DFS. We don't bet at all. Well, that would be against the law. Well, yeah, something like that. 45 likes, guys. Yay! 51 watching. That's what's up. We appreciate you guys. He's sitting here giving you his all, and we appreciate you guys giving back just by hitting the like button. That's all we really ask. Subscribe and, come chill in the Discord, win some money. It is all good. Are you down with the listy?
Yep. Got it posted up in the Discord as well. So we appreciate you guys. I think we're going to skedaddle unless you got anything else.
No, sir. I'm just ready to take the new rules into live betting today and make sure I stick to the script and we come out with some money. Cardoso rebounds. Last one. Christian Riley threw up there for us. Cardoso rebounds. And then we'll get out of here.
She's honestly fine. I mean, her line at 9.5 while Reese was out was pretty crazy, but she's still been the more dominant rebounder. I mean, obviously Angel can be obnoxious with offensive rebounds, but I like her. The only drawback or concern that I would have would be, blowout scenarios, unfortunate, but foul trouble against Shakira could be problematic early. So just keep that in mind, but I don't think it's a bad play.
All right. Let's wrap it up, man.
All right. Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you guys, like I said, hanging out with us every day on this fun tacoist of Tuesdays. We're going to get out of here, get ready for these games. I think 30-minute later lock tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 30-minute later, we got 2 games firing off, and then the late night hammer, which this game honestly could just be prop minefield or prop haven. So excited to see this. We'll definitely be live betting for that one. But stop by in the Discord, catch some live action with us, and we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Good luck tonight. Y'all take it easy. Peace.